So those flowers are actually in my garden. Absolutely beautiful, vibrant colours, and I absolutely love them. They do scream happiness at you. My favourite this year has to be the zinnia. Absolutely beautiful flower, so many different colours, so many types, you just can't go wrong. So I'm going to show you that and lots of other things I've got going on in the garden as well in the way of flowers, but I promise you it's not going to be as long as the last video because that was a little bit too long. And I've just actually realised that it looks like the flag sticking out the top of my head, but never mind. I'm going to get on with this now, show you around the garden, hopefully you'll enjoy it. Okay, here we go. Here's the front raised bed then. We deadheaded the bee balm, had some new leaves, but really not much else. Well, here's our little surprise. I had some squash and nowhere to plant it, so I thought, put it in here, and we have a single spaghetti squash. I know it looks like a dragon's egg cucumber, but it is a spaghetti squash. It is very small, but see what happens. Now this is the first zinnia. It's a canary yellow. My raised bed though is full of citrus colours, especially the yellow. This is our first dahlia. It's a dwarf dandy. Now it doesn't show anything at the moment. It has already flowered once and I have cut the head off once it was dying off. So hopefully we'll get some more soon. Well, we've got lots of marigolds and a few medium height sunflowers as well. Now these two flowers look completely different. It's the purple prince zinnia. You really do have to love how these things grow. The fact that they can be, it looks like two different flowers just off one stem. So this is the Hawaiian marigold, a lot shorter than the usual. They do reach anywhere up to 3 or 4 foot in height usually. That's just through my experience at least. This here is the teddy bear sunflower. It is ridiculously tiny at the moment, especially when you compare them to the likes of the sunflower Steve over there, but hopefully the flower will come out soon. What else have we got here then? Very pretty purple prince zinnia again. I got a few of those. Next we have a polar bear zinnia. It really does stand out with that white on the rest of the green and everything. A few more sunflowers, some marigolds, another bee balm, and another spaghetti squash. The coreopsis again is needing deadheading. This is a giant of California zinnia, real intense pink, bright yellow flowers inside. And it really is amazing how you do get loads of different flowers in there. Very nice indeed. So let's walk around Scooby. Well, the hosta, the flowers didn't really stick around long. As you can see, we've just got the stems there. So I'm going to need to cut them back and just leave it as the lovely green and white leaves. So here's the Queen Lime Red zinnia. This is the first zinnia I tried growing. I did it last year. Absolutely gorgeous colours, and this is what's led me to do even more. I just love how these are flat here and other ones are like puffballs and it's all off the one plant, so absolutely gorgeous. In between the Rebecca, got lovely bright Macarenia zinnia. Lovely yellow and red. We've got another canary yellow zinnia here. This is what I mean about the height of the Hawaii marigold. This one here I would say is over 3 foot tall already, and we've got more with the veggies out back as well, looking really good. So the ones I'm not mentioning the names of, they were taken from our display in our little village, where they basically throw the plants away at the end of the season. So I'm going to make the most of it and take some of the seed heads off before they do. Another polar bear. It does show really well in the foreground of the black-eyed Susans, which I'm calling black-eyed peas for some reason. We've got a lot of yellow, as you can see. Another case of flat and puffball with a gorgeous pink and yellow on the pink purple zinnia. Well, this poor guy had a bit of an accident. It's a purple prince zinnia, I believe. I'll just let it die back and save the seeds afterwards. Unfortunately, I've not seen any peppermint stick zinnias, and I was really looking forward to these, probably more than anything else. So let's hope we do find some somewhere. There are so many types of zinnia, and I swear I have barely scratched the surface on these. So our sunflower Steve, Bit of a visitor here. We've attracted so many pollinators, you know, butterflies and everything. They're doing really well. Well, as you can see, the daylilies do take up a lot of room when they're dying off, so I do have to do some planning, maybe move the daylilies somewhere else so that I can put more flowers in. So you've seen this already, the Macarenia, but here we've got these creamy whites, oranges and pinks. Those ones are the Lilliput zinnias. And if we come around here, we'll see my ginger. And believe it or not, I got this as 2 pieces of ginger just from a grocery store. I saw some eyes on it and thought, why not? Let's go for it. They are doing really, really well. So they're not organic. I've not spent a fortune on new things by getting them in the post. Pay about $1, stick it in some soil, and job's done. We've got a few new sunflowers out here. And obviously the bees are enjoying it. So this is the double sunken sunflower. It is very nice, but I'll be honest, it holds nothing on the Sunshot Gold from last year. Well, the Rose of Sharon, it's got 3 or 4 different colours and patterns. Looks very nice this year. It did rain a few minutes ago though, so it's a little bit floppy in places. Well, the bamboo, it is still growing upwards. Hard to believe really, I cut it to the ground and it's now about 12 foot tall. If you haven't seen the video that I did on the bamboo, please do have a look at that. I really do need to pick the rhubarb here as soon as possible. Probably be our last harvest of the year, I would say, and I'm really getting to the point I'd love to have some more rhubarb crumbles. Unfortunately, these things keep appearing. The whirligigs keep coming down from my neighbour's maple tree, producing these new things in our yard. It's bad enough that we've got acorns coming down from ours, being knocked off by the squirrels and landing on your head, and loads of little oak trees going on. Well, I think that's about it. Actually, forgot about this one. I had to show you my tall sunflower. Now, I had a Titan sunflower last year, a humongous sunflower with one giant head on the top. Unfortunately, the birds took all the seeds, or at least I thought so. It seems they left just the one. It merged in with another somehow, and now I have the height of the Titan, with lots of medium-sized heads though all the way up, which, I'll be honest, I do prefer. The dwarf dandy dahlia flowered again, and obviously the bees are enjoying it. Absolutely lovely with this little white bit in the middle. Not seen one like that before, so very nice indeed. I will do more than one next year. Well, the teddy bear sunflower's out at last, but unfortunately it's also looking away from me as I'm talking to it. How rude! So, not so good. Still tiny, of course, but it is beautiful. As is the Woe sunflower, if I pronounce that right, W-A-O-O-H exclamation mark sunflower. At long last, we have a peppermint stick zinnia, one I really wanted to do more than any other. It's got sort of a pink reddish colour stripe on the white, sort of reminds me of a candy cane. Christmas is in September, maybe. Yeah, I found a yellow one there as well, which is good, so I've got a photo here of that one. Strangely, a single yellow daylily. I'm not sure what that's all about. It's come back from amongst all the dead leaves. Not sure what was up there. These bees are absolutely loving the flowers. I've got another bee balm, which probably won't flower until next year, but I may split it. I've already taken one part off, and that's doing well. Now I've also got a mum. Yes, I know it's late, but it is not an annual. This is actually a perennial mum. They do exist. So this will come back next year. I do have another one as well, which has done really well. So I'm hoping they'll both come back next year. So here's another Queen Lime Red Zinnia, but it does have a couple of heads that are dying off. Petals at the back have definitely become firm, a little bit crispy. So if I pull over here, yep, you'll see a couple of seeds there. Put them onto a paper towel and just let them stay there a few days, let it dry out completely, and then just bag it up, and there you've got some seeds for next year. I've got a bag over this one though, that's to protect it from birds, because I really wanted to make sure I did keep at least that one for myself. Absolutely gorgeous. As I say, the colour is so vibrant. You know, the zinnias especially, you know, the marigolds are nice bright orange, there's a lot of them, but the zinnias just give so much colour. Absolutely brilliant. And I think there are only about 15 types of zinnias that I've got in my seed collection. So I'm going to have to look out, see if I can find more. Hopefully I'll get lots more to try it again next year. And I really do hope it's something that at least one of these flowers you're thinking, well, actually, I want to do it next year as well. And if you want any help trying to find where we got them from, please do feel free to put notes in the comments, and I'll give you all the details for where we got them from. And if we happen to have saved a ton of seeds from them, feel free to ask if we can do a seed swap as well. We are more than happy to do so. The problem we had this year was ground squirrels. They attacked them like crazy, and I do have proof of that, as I will show you. But what can you do? These zinnias, they have done one thing in the garden which has done more than I thought it would. You know, we've got our beehive, so I expected the bees to go to it. They all go to it fine, but we started seeing butterflies. So we've got some which sort of have the black, almost stained glass with orange, some with blue. I have no idea what the names are, but they look really nice. We've got some that look like red emeralds, really gorgeous. But the thing that got me though is when I was by the raised bed around the zinnias, I was just looking forward, doing my thing, and then all of a sudden I heard this buzzing noise in my ear and didn't know what it was. I had a little look to the left, and all of a sudden there was a hummingbird there. Oh my gosh, how close! I've never been this close to a hummingbird before. And they're just going around all the zinnias, especially the orange ones. They're loving them, and it's great to know that we're actually feeding them, keeping their energy up all the way through, and they're just going back and forth constantly. All right, everyone, I do hope you like this, you share it, and that you may even subscribe to our channel. That'd be great. And we did actually just top the 500 mark, so I'm really happy with that too. And it just happened to be on our 25th wedding anniversary as well. So great news. Okay, everyone, you take care. Goodbye and God bless. Bye-bye.